And greetings to all members. I reach out to all of you on a matter which has generated a lot of concern, fear, and frustration amongst a wide section of members in the recent times. The news of the arrest of the president of an apartment association few days back in the case pertaining to the death of a young girl due to electrocution in the apartment swimming pool. This apartment is a BAF member, and we have been in touch with the community to ascertain facts and follow up on the investigation and judicial process. Firstly, the incident which led to the death of a young life is extremely regrettable. Such incidents are avoidable, and lives should not be lost at the cost of safety and security of our families or of our neighbors. Our sincere condolences to the family of Manya for their irreparable loss. May her soul rest in peace, and I pray for the family to gain the strength to bear with this loss. Secondly, the arrest of the association president in this matter is also regrettable. There has been an outpouring of concern from members of management committees ascertaining personal details about personal liabilities towards action pertaining to the association roles. Many of them have indicated a sense of demotivation and even resignation from such voluntary acts. Now, we have learned that the president of the association concerned has been granted bail very recently and is out of judicial custody. We continue to stay in touch with the team to offer any guidance and support. In the course of further follow-up and legal opinions gathered, we have learned that the current legal frameworks under which apartment associations are managed do not ensure natural indemnity to the office bearers over and above the other laws that become applicable to persons of management responsibility. We have had an opportunity to meet the Home Minister of Karnataka and apprise him on this case. He empathized with the situation and did agree that there is perhaps a serious and high priority need to reform laws pertaining to ownership and management of apartments, and that he, being the chairperson of the manifesto committee of the party currently in power, agreed that it is their duty to implement the manifesto commitment. The situation has highlighted the need for all of us to work together on aspects of knowledge and legal clarity of ownership, management, and governance of modern residential complexes. We need to push the authorities and elected representatives to take this matter very seriously and have enabling legislation and oversight. From the Governing Council of the Federation, we have already accelerated the efforts on some of these aspects of legislative push, on which work was already progressing earlier. We will also initiate further measures and campaigns to improve knowledge and learning on matters of better governance and management of member communities. I will request our General Secretary to outline some of these measures. I request member associations and their management committee representatives to not take any reflex and hasty reactions. While this is a sensitive matter and will stir up enormous amount of emotions, it requires all of us to be well engaged and connected and work closely with the Federation for further reforms. Thank you.
Following are some of the specific measures that the Federation will be taking up to build member capacity and influence legal reforms. First, we'll be increasing our efforts in building knowledge and learnings for management committees to review and take action on aspects concerning safety and security at residential complexes. This would include helping understand compliances and regulatory requirements, as well as helping evaluate solutions and interventions that help maintain the safety and security of your community. Please stay always connected with our member portal and member mobile app, which has a wealth of information and guidance on various topics. Second, we will be enhancing our education and training programs focused on various layers of apartment maintenance. There is an existing program for estate managers on fire and emergency safety. Please compulsorily nominate your respective managers to upcoming batches. Very soon, a training program for plumbers is being launched. Please await announcements. There is a training program for electricians and leadership development program for management committee members also and the annual. Third, we recently conducted a Meet Your MLA campaign before the start of the budget session of the Assembly to highlight key topics requiring legislative push, including the topic of laws on apartment ownership and management. We met 15 city MLAs, including 4 MLAs who are ministers in the government. The topic of apartment ownership laws was raised in the session, and the government urgency on this matter was clarified by the Deputy Chief Minister. Another BF recommendation on policy push for the reuse of treated water from apartment STPs was announced by the Chief Minister in his budget speech. Please review further details on this campaign and its impact in the social media post shared. A sincere request to members is to join hands along with BAF leadership when such a public contact measures are taken up in your cluster. It is very crucial to demonstrate visible strength in numbers when engaging with our elected representatives. Finally, all these measures will be relevant and impactful only if there is a high degree of engagement and participation from our members. That is, you all. While we see emotions and suggestions pour out on WhatsApp groups during wartime, but we often see engagement and follow through actions drive during peacetime. Let us not let that happen. Let us be well engaged and networked so that the strength of unity built during peacetime is useful during wartime. There is a regular calendar of cluster meetings being organized by your cluster leadership in your neighborhood. That's a great place to start engaging and connecting. And of course, knowing more about BF programs and campaigns and the impact, and you and your community can have. Thank you and best wishes from BAF.